What is up, everybody? I pressed the wrong button and I am already live. No countdown. Hi, this is going well. No, we won't do the countdown. We're just going to dive right into this. We're already live. Wow, and this camera is a little too much. It's not too much. I just have to get my lighting right, which I do not have yet. I've got one of those little lights, but it's still not great. And I'm looking at over there, and it's making me look really weird and sickly. But if I turn off the light, it's very dark. And that is a lot worse. So we're just going to go back with the light, maybe touch it down a touch. How's that? Still not great. Anyways, welcome, guys. It's good to have you here. Welcome to the House of Flux. For those of you who are new, we talk about everything here. For those of you returning, I love to see you guys here. Thanks for coming back. Project Metal Music in the house. What's up? A up, Fluxxing everybody. A up, man. How's it going? John H in the house. Wendy. I know a lot of us are actually over at Aussies right now. Ooh. Because of the Trump thing, what we're actually going to do, I do believe this is the motorcade that Trump's already going home because he got arrested. So we should probably talk about that tonight a little bit. And for those of you, yes, I'm wearing my trigger hat. I call this my trigger hat because it's funny. It's a hat and it makes people so very angry. We're going to go over here. And I'm like, it's a hat, my dudes. And they're like, it's what's on it. I'm like, it is what it is. All right. So let's see where we're at. Who are we watching? We're watching 13 WMAS. I don't think they're going to, hopefully they won't copy strike us, right? Maybe we should go to a different one. Maybe we should go to like ABC, NBC. They're all, well, whatever. We're going to do NBC because it's all anybody's covering. Wait, what's happening? Oh, or do they just have a bunch of talking? No, they just have a bunch of talking. Let's see.
This is also different. We're going to start with Gabe Gutierrez. He's live in Atlanta for us, and he's outside the Fulton County Jail for us right now. Gabe, you were there moment by moment as those supporters. You were talking to them in real time as that motorcade came through. Gabe, what was that moment like? And what are the Trump supporters telling you out there outside the jail?
Yeah. All right. So
hi there, Tom and Hallie. Well, we're outside of the main
we'll minimize
entrance
this
to the
for a
Fulton
minute,
County
and
Jail.
we'll bring it in for a second. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late tonight. We had some obligations and they, ran into the time a little bit. But, so we did have to start an hour late. This is a new low for the Dem party. Yeah. This is history, people. Oh, this is history. Unfortunately, we are moving into the dystopian part of our country's history. I mean, I feel like we've already been there. For those of you who, are familiar with the show, our distrust for the government goes deep. It goes deep. Because the government is only here to make you suffer. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So for this episode, like I said, he has been booked and he has been released. So we will probably talk about this a little bit more. I was planning on talking about the wildfires a little bit because we have been having a lot of those lately in places where we don't normally see wildfires, at least of this magnitude. Not only that, but we need to start preparing for what the government has in store for the election year to come, as well as Yeah, we're all about being prepared here. For those of you who don't know, where is it? This is a wonderful book called Prepare by Stephen N. Gosney. It's a wonderful book about being prepared for your individual freedom, being in charge of your own life, your own freedom, and not depending on the government for its services. We got Ellie Fant in the house. What's up? How you doing? I'm not loving the angle of the camera. We're going to have to keep adjusting and moving things because I'm one of those people where I have to shift everything like every 6 months because you need something new. I'm also a Leo and I'm very dramatic. So that's probably a little bit of a contributor as well. So yes, we're about to have a really bad winter and we're going into an election year. Shit's already crazy. I mean, Donald Trump was arrested. So I think it's safe to say that shit is already bad. Yeah, let's see where this goes. All right, so I also wanted to talk a little bit about the Republican debate last night. I did not see the full thing. However, I was introduced to a new politician, which I haven't been paying. Like, honestly, politics has just been so depressing that probably for the past like 2 months, I've kind of checked out of politics because I'm like, no, okay, that's a lie. Politicians. I've checked out of politicians. I don't give a shit about politicians. They're all terrible. They're all corrupt. Politicians, there should be no such thing as a career politician. There should be a public servant role that people should be made to serve 2 to 4 years and then be gone. Because it's not a position that people should want. It's a position that this country should need. But those are just my thoughts. Ellie Fant says, fires in places we've never seen them equals DEW. What? What's a DEW? Department of Economic Warfare? No. DEWs. I'm sorry, I don't know right now. What's up, JKD Buck in the house? Direct energy weapons. Oh, yes, we will be talking about that as well. Why the no lights? See, yeah, I'm trying, ma'am. It's because I have crap lighting and I haven't fixed it just yet. How's that? Is that better? I feel like I probably should have just left it there. That's probably better. Hey, Camelot 331 in the house. I can be your Henry Cavill tonight, Flux. Oh, well, thank you. I will put that in my logbook for later tonight, if you know what I mean. Rose, what's up, guys? Oh, Camelot, by the way, I need to send you a DM and then have you on one time because, yeah, I'm not going to be weird about it. Guys, I'm homeschooled. Here's the thing about finally made it to the logbook. Here's the thing, guys. At Anime Matsuri, I wanted to like walk up to everybody and be like, hey, I know you because I didn't want to be weird. And I feel like everything I do is weird because I'm kind of weird. But I have to also understand that other people are also weird. And the weirdness makes us all cool. You can be weird about it. It's fine. Cool. I can be weird about it. I'm good at that. But let your freak flag fly. We were all yeah, that was a thing I didn't know about growing up, because being the homeschool kid, everybody's like, ha, you're homeschooled and you're weird. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm trying. And eventually I turned out not so weird, which I can only think that it's because like I did sports, and I had a lot of I had a lot of friends that were in public school. Like a lot of my church friends were public school friends. So I think they helped me not be so weird. But I do remember going like one time. Okay, this is terrible. It's not funny. It wasn't. One of my friends texted me that there was a bomb threat at their school and they were all stuck out in the field for like hours and hours. And I was sitting in my bed and I'm like, wow, that sucks. I'm watching you guys on TV. I'm in my bed right now. But yeah, that I was always happy I didn't have to go to public school, because that was always a thing. Them's fighting words. I'm raised in homeschool. See, no, now, because of like nobody goes outside, public school is a terrible place. A lot of people are homeschooling now, which is cool. And I'm starting to think that's probably why I turned out to be slightly based, because I was homeschooled. But the thing about homeschooled is, like, you're socially awkward, but you don't know how to fix your social awkwardness. So you end up just being socially awkward as well as weird. But that's why you make cool friends that don't mind the weirdness, and that your weirdness matches their weirdness, and then your weirdnesses just mesh, which the internet is good for meshing weirdnesses. JKD Buck 76 says, my son is in day number 4 of COVID and he's doing well, eating lots, no more fevers. So far, so good. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm glad to hear he's doing well, though. Holy cow. Yeah, COVID's starting to come back right now, which it's frustrating, because I feel like I'm going to keep my thoughts to myself on this one for now. But COVID is making a comeback. So guys, make sure 6 feet away from people. Nobody should be within your 6 feet space anyways. I don't know why this was a COVID thing. Why is anybody standing within 6 feet of you? And unless you're like a good friend, even then, I'm like, I still have like this bubble thing that I want. I don't want people in my personal space if it's COVID times or not. Like, when this happened, I was like, thank God people will stop standing so close to me. And then I thought of the song, like, don't stand so close to me. And I'm like, this should have been the thing all along. How am I gonna smash a pisser if you're 6 feet away? See, that's the thing. Max 2 inches. Yeah, that's a thing too. Remember when that was like something Dr. Fauci addressed on national TV, when they were like, what about intimate partners? Can they be within 6 feet? And he was like, well, we understand. That was a bizarre time. I feel like if we head back to, it's bizarre. Things are going to get bizarre again, especially with this election year. Billy Aoki, member for 3 months. Oh, that is so awesome. Thank you. Me not staying 100 feet away from, yeah. 100 feet is a good distance. Might not be able to hear. Might be a little quiet. What's up, MG Law in the house? I hate people. I don't want to be. Exactly. You know, for the longest time, I grew up in SoCal, guys, right? I grew up in Orange County. So I literally grew up with an amusement park in my backyard. For those of you who don't know, Knott's Berry Farm is a really awesome amusement park. And if you ever go to California, you should definitely go to Knott's Berry Farm because it's a fun amusement park. But I grew up with an amusement park in my backyard, a fire station right across the street. There was constantly noise everywhere, like traffic, sirens, literally people screaming from the roller coaster. For those of you who don't know, there's a ride called Supreme Scream, and it's one of those rides where it just shoots you straight up in the air and then drops you straight down. And that's where I learned most of my curse words, because people get to the top and they just scream, oh, fuck, or oh, whatever the curse word. And that's how I learned all my curse words as a kid. And I was like, I will never not be able to live in a city. I always have to live in a city. I always have to be around people. I loved it. And then I joined the army, and I grew bitter and resentful towards humanity and the government. And then Mrs. Flux and I got out of the army, and we're like, we hate all people everywhere. And I now understand why people want to live on a mountain all by themselves, which I highly support. I won't go to California ever, even if I was paid $1 billion. See, but that's the thing. Like, there are parts of California that are still beautiful. Like, it used to be beautiful, and it used to be awesome. Like, I loved growing up in California, especially being homeschooled, because I'd work ahead or whatever, and then I'd do a couple extra days of work and then take a day off, and we would go to Disneyland. Like, my grandma got us annual passes for Christmas every year. Like, that was our Christmas present, was an annual pass to Disneyland. And we would go on school days when it wasn't busy, and like a lot of my friends that were also homeschooled, they went to the same church that I did. We'd all like go to Disneyland and hang out together. And it seems weird that you would just go to Disneyland to hang out, but we would just go to Disneyland to hang out. Like, that was a hangout spot for us. And like, it used to be really cool. They used to have outside of Disneyland, like in downtown Disney, they used to have a big band there on Friday nights. And like, we used to go swing dancing, and like Malibu was beautiful. And there are just so many beautiful parts of California that they destroyed, that they literally are shitting on, which is highly depressing, because like, that was my home. That was my home state, and it used to be beautiful. It used to be gorgeous. And yes, we had a shit ton of wildfires, and there would be times that it would literally rain ash. Like, I remember at one point in high school, we had to wear masks, or like we wore bandanas, just because it was raining ash, and you wanted to keep the big chunks of ash out of your face. And it was terrible. But other than that, it was beautiful. And now it's a stinking pile of garbage. Yeah, San Diego was beautiful. Parts of LA are beautiful. I live in the hills and post pics from my deck, palm trees and mountains. Yes, the LA hills and the Hollywood hills, like, though, that scenery from up on the LA hills and the Hollywood hills, it is gorgeous looking down. And I mean, again, smog, and on the clear days, it was really beautiful. And I loved being a Californian, because I'm like, California girls, we're so pretty. Oh my God. But then they literally started shitting in the streets, and it's sad. Let's see. Why did my chat freeze? Ooh. My grandbabies are in the OC. Oh, nice. The OC was, I was the OC girl. I didn't think I was because of the whole homeschool thing. But again, at some point, I do have to have that self-realization. I was kind of one of those OC girls, and I'm not proud of it, but I can admit it and own up to it and say I am happy I grew up. It wasn't Raining Men. Ironically, that is one of my favorite songs, and it's actually one of my go-to karaoke songs. I think it's ironic and funny. I love it. It's Raining Men. Hallelujah. I just think it's funny. I love that song so much. So much. It's one of my favorites. And yes, it's one of my karaoke songs. CA, California, enjoy them. Yeah. Yeah, I like that song. It's funny. I mean, if I had two others, I would so do that live because, again, I just think it's funny. I need to go to karaoke. I haven't gone to karaoke in probably, God, it's not been 10 years. It's been 8. Today I had a realization, and it kind of really hurt. My boss had said something about 2001 and had said something like, oh, that was 22 years ago. And I'm like, no, it couldn't have been 22 years ago because I only would have been like 10. Oh, yeah. I'm getting older, and it's funny, and it mostly just hurts. But 103 in Houston, where my auntie lives, she's, oh my goodness. See, here's the thing though. I said it before. I'm not an actual lizard person, but I'm a lizard in the sense that I need heat to live. I very much prefer the heat. I prefer dry heat, but humid, like heat is better. Always better than cold. 100%. Houston, when we went to Montsuri, what was it, last week? Wow, that was already like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that was already like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. It was around 103 there, but it wasn't as humid in Houston as it was here in Maryland. So I was just like, heat. I love it. It was amazing. Valhalla in the house. What's up, my girl? How's it going? My wife still is defensive about having grown up in Orange County. She still remembers when it was a decent place, but refuses to accept that much of the OC and LA are. See, yeah, that's I was in that place for a while because, again, when we grew up, every place was better in the 90s. It's not just California. Every place was better in the 80s and the 90s, and the early 2000s. Like it was like before the internet times, I think. Every place was just better, and it's hard to accept the place that you grew up, the place that you loved is like trash now. It just sucks. But you get those California, there's a lot of Californians that are like, no, this is my home. It's a shithole, but I'm not leaving. And it's pretty much, you have those major cities that are blue, but it's really just a lot of red, because there is a lot of California that's like desert or farmlands or mountains. Like California is huge. There's a lot of different types of people in California. Let's see. What's going on? Ew, no, cold is always no. As long as you have I don't like the worst convoy I was ever on well, I wouldn't say it was the worst, but it wasn't a great one. We had to go from Romania up to Poland. And I think on the first day it was around maybe 102 degrees, 100% humidity, because there has to be. And my Humvee had no AC. My Humvee had zero AC. And me, my driving partner, and then our LT was in the back. God, it was so, and I think I've told this story before, because we were able to stop at a gas station and I got water and I ended up getting spicy water and I almost died, but I'm like, I need water, but it was spicy water. No Canada trip to say hi. No, I do want to go to Canada. I do want to go to Canada because my mom's side of the family is from Canada and she was Canadian. I mean, she was born in Canada, which made her a Canadian citizen, but then she became a US citizen. But would you still classify that as Canadian? Yeah. But yeah, I want to. What's up, Rebecca in the house? Long time no see, girl. What's up? How's it going, twin? Let's see. Where did the spicy water? You guys know what I'm talking about. Spicy water. Some would call it sparkling water or fizzy water, carbonated water. I call it spicy water. Because it's spicy. I don't like it. It's spicy. I lost my train of thought because of the spicy water. No, but it's just okay. Yes, the shit state of the world and the country. I feel like there's a lot of yes, Mexican Vader. It's liquid static TV static. That is 100% what it is. It is liquid TV static, aka spicy water. Shine water? Where are you from? Yorick, where are you from? Spicy water is shine water. And what is shine water? Because I think of shine and I think of moonshine. So shine water. What is shine water? Probably sparkling water, I would imagine. But not sure if US makes you give up other citizenship. If she didn't, you would be dual. Huh. I don't know if she kept her Canadian citizenship. I know she became a US citizen, but I don't know if she kept her status. He said shine water. Where did it go? Did he not say shine water? Did I read that wrong? I probably read that wrong. Oh, I said, yeah, I put in water where. Spicy. Okay. That's my bad. Yeah. Thanks, Val. Oh, nice. Thanks, Val. Appreciate ya. Yeah, spicy. Man, I haven't had good shine in a minute either. I think the last time I had good shine that like really knocked me down, a bunch of people from my unit when we were in El Paso, we went up to one of the lakes up in New Mexico for 4th of July weekend. And woo, someone had some shine and woo, it was some shine. Yeah, I know. I went back and reread it. Do we want to blame politics for the literal shit state of the country? Yes. Do we want to blame the government? Yes. Are the people blaming the government? No. Why is that? Why aren't people? Oh, I don't like that. Made a weird thing on my glass. I'm trying to make it that just a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, California used to be amazing, but I feel like that was every place. Every place used to be amazing. But that was back, I won't say amazing because each time period had their issues. But I feel like we're in a different kind of crazy and a different kind of stupid. Because the people are stupid. And here's the thing. I'm trying to phrase this correctly. People in general are intelligent. People as a group are stupid. Like, people as a whole are stupid, but the individual person, I feel like, is generally intelligent enough to not, or at least to be able to get ourselves out of this situation. But that could just be me being optimistic. What am I saying? Optimistic. Last time I drank Shine, my brother-in-law and I skinned a skunk and then went skinny dipping in my livestock pond with my dog. It was a rough day. Wow. Yeah. That sounds rough. That sounds real rough. Diane says, I am a Gen Xer. I raised awesome based millennial men. Dope! That is awesome. I'm glad to hear it. They're millennials. We got a bad rap for a long time, but that's because we were the youngest generation. But then when millennials grew up, we're like, everything's on fire. The house is burning. I don't know where the water is. What is happening? And I feel like we all just kind of got like thrown into the shitstorm, and like we had such a great childhood, and then like we hit this brick wall. And when I say we hit this brick wall, I'm saying, actually a lot of us millennials, like, we experienced a lot of trauma in the first few years of our lives. Like the Challenger thing, like all these live things on TV that we saw as children. I'm like, yo, why would they wheel TVs into classroom and show them like the live news footage of what was happening in New York? Maybe like juniors and seniors, but like Mrs. Flux was young and they like showed that stuff. And I'm like, I remember seeing it because my mom had it on the TV in her bedroom and was on the phone with one of her friends, and she had let all of us sleep because of what was happening. But I had woke up and I was like just kind of looking at the TV in the bedroom from like the door. And like I heard her, I was being a nosy little bitch. So that, but I was also on, it was a lot earlier my time. Yeah, that's before me, but still in the millennial bracket. That's pre me by 5 years, but still millennial bracket. These TV on wheels being in the middle school. Yeah, that was a thing that happened. I can't believe that. Yeah. Like, that's some shit. That's some shit. Gen Xers were the parents that had to straddle internet in the old days. Some parents crashed at it and others like me ruled our kids. Yeah. I mean, you saw it. There were the parents that could handle the internet switch, and there were the parents that were like, oh, internet's the new babysitter, or, you know, the gaming systems were the new babysitter. I mean, for a lot of us, like, my parents did not let us have, I think we got our first PlayStation 1 when the PlayStation, like the second generation of PlayStation 2 came out. Like, we only were allowed to have DDR because of homeschool. Like, all those other video games are violent, but you could have DDR. Like, we were able to kind of finesse our parents into getting us the PlayStation because we're like, DDR, we'll be able to dance. Like, it's exercise. And then that was like, you know, oh, well, I just want to get this football game. It's just sports. And then, you know, now here I am being accused of one of the most heinous crimes in Minecraft. Wow, maybe video games were the downfall. That, no, because it's an accusation. I am innocent, and that is all we are saying on that. Operation Northwoods should be enough for us to never trust our government, although Kennedy said no and killed it. 100%. Guys, also, I want to talk about this too, real quick. Oh, also, please like this video. If you like our conversation and you've been enjoying the hangout session, go ahead and drop a like and maybe a sub. That would be cool. All right, so Chandler will be on with me next week for our Fluxxing Around. Chandler Remington will be on with me next week, and we're going to talk about some spicy stuff. So you're going to want to tune in. But also, it prompted us to, I think we're going to be doing a weekly segment. She made the suggestion, the Flux Files. I think if we end up co-hosting this new segment, it should be something a little more both of us, instead of just the Flux Files. However, I want to do a show where we sit down and we go over all the times the government has conspired against the American people and then thus blamed it on the conspiracy theorists. It's actually a topic. It's got such a stigma. But again, I like to say that I'm an analyst. I am going back and just analyzing the times the government tried to pull one over on us by colluding and conspiring to make stuff happen. AP says, come on now, the government doesn't lie to us. Never. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever. Oh my God, we're all on government lists. Oh, girl, I've been on a government list. My FBI agent watching this, homie, I'm pretty sure you know me by now. I'm all bark and no bite. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been on lists. First 40, hell no. Guys, get me up to 5,000. Get me up to 5,000 subs, and I will do a 24-hour stream. It will literally probably kill me, but for 5,000 subs, guys, I'll do it. And then maybe I'll do one sub, like every 5,000 subs, I'll do like a 12 or 24-hour stream. But that would also, you know, I'd probably get some gaming. It wouldn't just be me. I promise I'm on. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 100%. 100%. And that's because we've been we've gone through the shit and we know they don't you are literally how the government sees you. The government sees you as a piece of cattle. You are a number on a sheet. And when you're in the service, that's even more so. And you see that the government It was, it is too big now, and it has gone too far. It has gone too far, I tell you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my, and see, here's the thing. 10,000 subs incoming. I wish. Here's the thing. I forgot my train of thought. It happens so often. Normally I can try and find my way back. Oh yes, the list thing. Today I was watching Radix Verum. She's covering the trial of the fake Gretchen Whitmer kidnapping hoax trial. And it's like they are literally presenting memes in court as evidence. Memes! Like Facebook memes and Facebook GIFs. They're presenting that in an actual court of law as evidence that this dude is a bad dude. And they're literally all patriotic. So what does that tell you? It made me so angry. I just sat there and fumed. And that trial is going to set precedent. Like, what? Oh, he better not get. They are presenting memes, Facebook memes, memes that you would find on the internet as evidence that this dude is a very bad and corrupt dude. That's literally like quoting our founding fathers. It's not these people on trial. It is freedom of speech on trial. It is the freedom to assemble on. Oh, it is. Woo! It's a bad one. It made me mad. So guys, do me a favor and do check out Radix Ferum's channel. She's been covering this since the beginning, since the whole FBI hoax became a thing. And give her a sub, give her a like. Go back and watch her videos on it. It will boil your blood. The train has left the station, folks. Was that when I lost my? Yep. The squirrel got loose in my. Yeah, it did. See, and that's, I have to embrace it. It's like, yeah, every once in a while, my train of thought, it literally derails. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's a short-term memory issue that I should probably have it checked out or something. But, sometimes the thought just leaves my brain like that. And I'm like, I have no idea what I just said or what I was even talking about 20 seconds ago. Just shared your channel with my son served in the Army also was state. Ooh, see, that's a fun job. I was an 88 Mike and a 92 Fox and a 42 Alpha. And whatever the male person is. I did a lot of stuff because I was a dedicated and hard worker, believe it or not. Yeah, me. I was dedicated and I was a fantastic fucking soldier. What's up, excited utterance in the house? Flux, you can probably blame it on, I can blame everything on the Army. Literally all of my problems and all of my physical issues are the Army's fault. Because I served from the age of 19 to 28. I was about to turn 29. I was 6 months shy of 29. 92 Yankees, that was supply, right? My 92 Yankees, 90% sure that was supply. Yeah, good old time. See, and that's the thing. I look back on my memories of the Army when I think of the people fondly, there was so much bullshit. There was so, what's up? We got a 19 Delta in the house. What's up? He served 17 to 23. Oh, nice. See, I was 11 to, I got out in 2011 to 2020. So that was a fun time. I got out at the perfect time because I got out January 27th, 2020. And that was literally right before all the shit happened. January 2020, January 27th, 2021. That was my brother's birthday and my half birthday. So I'm like, ooh. We all know February was when it came down. And guys, I got so lucky in that I got out when I did. They tried to talk her into going to school to be a drill sergeant, but see, I thought it would have been funny. I thought it would have been fun to be a drill sergeant, because when you're going through basic, it's terrifying. It is the worst thing because you get deprived of like everything, and you get deprived of everything, and everything is terrible and everything is horrible. But again, you look back on it with fondness because the bonds that you build in basic training and the friends that you make and the stuff that you learn, like it would be funny. But I could not be a drill sergeant today because some motherfuckers deserve to get punched in the face. And you're not allowed to even curse at them anymore. And it's like, when you're in a life or death situation, sometimes a fuck is necessary. I'm just going to say it. When you're on, when shit is about to go down, sometimes a cursey word might be appropriate. And to pull out basic, it's supposed to be stressful. You're being trained for the stresses of war. I don't understand no, you're getting trained for war. Like, it needs to be stressful because that's how you survive when shit hits the fan. Oh geez, lucky. Yeah, I got lucky. It was life timing, and I got my shit and I ran. And I have only looked back a few times, but never for longer than a second. And never for, I've talked to some of my old buddies and they're like, you ever want to come back? And I'm like, no, don't fall for it. Don't do it. I made myself a video on our last mobilization deployment, goodwill deployment, whatever, show of force, where we just pretty much went with NATO and was like, we've got a lot of power, or stay back, Russia. Oh, that made me just laugh now. I made a video before we left. And I told myself, I don't care what they offer you. You don't care what they're about to give you. You don't care where they say they'll send you. You don't care about anything they say. You are not going to resign. You are stronger than I gave myself an entire speech. And I saved that video. I still have it in my phone because there is just so much fucking bullshit you have to deal with as a soldier, like as a E4 below. There is so much bullshit you have to deal with that makes 0 sense. It's not worth it. Nothing that they give you is worth it. Nothing that they say is worth it. Because it's not worth your physical health. It's not worth your mental health. And you learn for damn sure nothing is worth your freedom. Nothing that they can give you is worth losing your freedom over. And I will say that 100%, 10 times over. Nothing that they can give you is worth giving up your freedom. And When you sign up for the Army, you are giving up your freedom. You are signing away your freedom. And I don't want to scare people out of the service. For those people that were like me, that just want to serve the country, I'm not sure the Army is the place for that anymore. It's a corporation. And your commander-in-chief is a fucking potato. The commander-in-chief is a fucking potato that can't stay awake for more than two minutes or string together a sentence that is coherent at all. And it's not worth your freedom. It's not worth your freedom. Nothing will ever be worth your freedom, because your freedom is all that you have at the end of the day. The government doesn't owe you anything. Nobody in this life owes you anything. Your freedom at the end of the day is all that you have. And to lose that, it's not worth it. Not being able to go where you want to go, to do the things that you want to do, it's not worth it. I'm an adult. I can live my life and govern it how I see fit, because that's my God-given right. And that's what I'm going to stick to. And I'm going to get off my soapbox now. Good Lord, we got a $2 super chat. Unhung Hero, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Drill Sergeant Flux, I joined to see that. See, here's the thing. You guys have seen me in like intense mode. I guess like when I'm on my rant. But I have my mean mode. I have my mean side. The Gun Club in the house, $2 super chat. What's up? Thank you so much. Come on, man. Quit. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Quit insulting potatoes. Absolutely. Because, guys, I can't do that to potatoes. Potatoes are amazing. You can have them baked. You can have them fried. You can have them deep fried. You can mash them. You can do so many things with potatoes. We need to come up, maybe it's squash. Squashes are dumb. It's a squash. You have a FAFO mode. Yes, I do have a FAFO mode, because I mean, shredded potatoes. Yeah. I actually think, though, a literal potato might be better than Biden, because at least a potato wouldn't do anything stupid. Flux is like Barbara. She has her tough army side and her calm artistic. I do, and that is why I paint. I haven't been able to paint in a minute because life has just been really crazy. But at some point, I am going to be doing like just full on, just me painting. That is something that I do have planned for the future, where it's just going to be, me painting, because that's what I love to do. And, it is fun. Flux around and find out. Bro, I love that. Flux around and find out, mother fluxers. Woohoo. Yes, Flux. Yes. And Mr. Rogers. Yes. Which is funny, because I'm pretty sure Bob Ross did have a lot of tattoos. And or was that Rogers? I'm pretty sure they were both covered in tattoos from their time in the Navy. I'm pretty sure that was a thing. Fondant in the house with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Fondant. Mother Fluxing Flux Bucks for the Mother Fluxing Flux. Join me in the Fluxing basement, you Fluxing Fluxers. Now get fluxed, you Fluxers. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Fondin, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Yes, for those of you who don't know, I do have the memberships. My tier 1 are my Mocha Dicks, which I haven't said in forever, guys. Say it with me. Mocha Dick Poon XOXO, fully adjustable, blow for freedom. Mwahaha. What does shit mean? I'm pretty sure that was it. I haven't said it in a minute. But yes, that is my catchphrase. But also be excellent to each other. Those two. Mocha Dick Poon. And be excellent to each other. The latter is definitely more appropriate. There's a reason he wore sweaters. 100%. Yeah, Mr. Rogers had a bunch of tattoos. Yeah. Fondian. Is it Fondian? Am I saying it wrong? How do I say it? Fondian. Fondinant? Tell me how to pronounce it. And then nobody says anything in the chat to not correct me. Oh, Lord. I don't mind being corrected. Guys, if I say your name wrong, please correct me. I say things wrong a lot. I do have Fondian. Fondian? Oh, I like that. That is so much cooler. Fondian. Is it Fondian? Okay, I'm going to start saying Fondian. Thank you so much, Fondian. I'm so sorry I've been saying your name wrong the whole time. You're so nice not to correct me. But definitely correct me, because fun dying? It's like fun dying? Or is it fawn dying? Because there's a difference between the O and the U. And this is why English can be dumb. Because O and U can be interchanged sometimes. Exactly. Fun dying. Fun dying. That's interesting. I'm so sorry I've been saying it wrong this whole time. But I appreciate you being a champ and just rolling with the punches. Okay, now everybody. See, and then you have fawn dying, which is also different because, you know, I'm like, man, I love you too, girl. Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Say fun dying with, say fun dying? Fun dying. Is that how you would say it? Fun dying? Phone dying. Like your battery is ready to run. My southern accent makes fun sound like. Now I'm all like, now I'm super messed. My brain is so messed up right now. We only speak more gooder English around her. You know what, Unhung Hero? Hooked on phonics done me good. It's that homeschool learning. It's got my words right. Oh, yeah. ADHD one. But see, I never used to think I had ADHD. But then at one point in time, Mrs. Flux was getting irritated because we'd be watching something on TV, but then I would also have a video playing on my phone while also playing a game on my phone. And she'd be like, "You're not paying attention." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm 100% paying attention." Then she would ask me about it, and then I would repeat it. And she's like, "I hate that you, like, why are you playing on?" And I have my attention focused on like 70 different things at one time. And I'm pretty sure the moment that I realized it was, I think I was watching Ricada on my television, Legal Vices on my laptop. No, I was playing Minecraft, Legal Vices. Then I was watching Ricada on my phone and playing a game on my phone while also playing Minecraft. Yeah. So I was doing literally. Wait, what? I think you got to say it with that real racist Japanese accent. Fundian. No, that's even worse. I like, see, yeah, no, I'm going to have to practice it because it's still going to come out wrong. It's going to come out of my mouth wrong. My brain isn't translating it. Yeah, see, at first I thought it was multitasking, but now I'm thinking it just might be ADHD and I need to learn to focus my attention on one thing and not be like choo 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 all over the place. Because there are other times when if I'm texting, I oddly can't do anything when I'm texting. Like, I have to stop and don't talk to me. I can't talk. I just need to focus on what I'm saying in my text. Am I the only one? I can't be the only one. Oh my goodness. It's been an hour and we've been talking about nonsense for 90% of the time. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for the nonsense. We talked a little bit about, some of the pressing things. And I always mean to stay on topic. And I feel like I'm going to start giving myself a sheet where I'm like, things that I want to talk about to stay on topic. Because, I just go all over the place. But see, that's the fluxing around. I want to keep the fluxing around to fluxing around. That's what we do. We flux around. You flux around and find out. But like I said, I think we're going to be, I think Chandler Remington and I are going to be starting a probably a weekly or bi-weekly segment on history of conspiracies, government conspiracies, the backgrounds behind them, the different types that have happened in the past, the attempted conspiracy plots, the actual conspiracy plots. And again, when you say conspiracy, we're going to go into the actual legal term and the legal definition of conspiracy. Because again, it's people think it's akin to crazy, conspiracy crazy. Those two seem to coincide sometimes. And in the minds of people in today's society, thanks to the CIA, people only think of conspiracy theorists as crazy people. However, it's just people analyzing the different times the government has conspired to do something to or about the American people. So yeah, we're going to start that real soon. We do have our We do have our Minecraft morning coming up on Saturday. And next Friday, I'm going to have Waifu Cron. Jess, she will be on, and we're going to be talking about the Maui wildfire. Yeah, sometimes my brain stops. No, I did not just stroke out. It's just my brain stopping. I'm going to have Waifu Cron on, and we're going to talk about the Maui wildfires as well. I think we might do something on the Twilight Zone, because who doesn't love the Twilight Zone? It was such a good TV series. They had some really crazy theories, or not theories, but shows where I'm like, is this a real life type of situation? Maybe they knew what was up, but we're going to go all into that next Friday. But for now, people, we're going to call it a night. And, is there anybody you guys want to go to? Let's see. Oh, thank you. I love you guys too. Just fluxing everything up on Hung here. Yeah, sometimes. Dan also says you're my internet army daughter. Thank you. Oh, I feel all special. The experimental army drugs causing. Yeah. Guys, if I could get, yeah, probably. All right, let's see. Hold on. Let me go back into, how do I do this again? I remember how to do this. I don't remember how to do this. Hold on. Let me. Oh, Kaiser's live. All right. Well, let me go into here. Is it analytics or is it edit video? I think it's analytics. Nope, just kidding. It's edit video. It's so dumb. They should just have a button or something right here because you have to go into the customization. Okay, I remember how to do this. All right, let's see. Oh, Danny is on. Do you guys want to go to Danny or Kaiser? Kaiser is talking about Star Wars and Danny is talking about civil laws and the basics. What do you guys want? 1 for Kaiser, 2 for Danny. Oh, I'm getting pineapples. I'm getting pineapples. I think you guys know what that means. Danny under. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'll send you guys over to Kaiser. And we will. I wonder if. Oh, hold on. Let me save. Because I want to see which Star Wars he's talking about. Why is it not coming up? Why is it not coming up? There we go. We're good. We're good. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. He's talking about one of the Star Wars. I think it's a TV show. All right. Okay, cool. So I'll set that up. We'll have that. Save. Boom. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you so much for putting up with the weird lighting. And I promise I'm going to get that resolved soon. Just got to, I might change my, no, I got to leave it. Maybe not. I don't know. Guys, I will see you guys on Saturday. Y'all have a great rest of your week. And don't forget to be excellent to each other, guys. Have a fantastic one. Oh, say hi to Kaiser for me. I will pop over to his chat for a second. But say hi to Kaiser. Let him know that I rated him and all of that good stuff. I will see you guys on the next one. Don't forget, be excellent to each other. Bye, guys.